The translator's silent language. Maya spoke 17 languages fluently and could translate between any two of them in real time. World leaders, poets, and diplomats all relied on her gift for bridging the gaps between words. But success bred isolation. She lived between languages, never fully at home in any single tongue. Even her dreams came subtitled, constantly translating thoughts before she could feel them. One morning she woke up and couldn't speak. Not in any language. The words were there in her mind, but her voice had simply stopped. Doctors found nothing wrong. Clients called constantly. Conferences were postponed. Her assistant fielded dozens of urgent requests while Maya sat speechless, watching the world of words carry on without her. On the third day of silence, she took her first walk without purpose in years. In the park, she noticed things that words had never captured: the exact shade of morning light, the rhythm of strangers' footsteps. She met an elderly man feeding pigeons who nodded and smiled when she gestured that she couldn't speak. He tapped his chest, then pointed to his ears. He was deaf. They sat together in perfect, wordless understanding. He taught her sign language basics, but more importantly, he showed her how to listen with her whole being, how to hear the conversations that happen in glances, gestures, shared silences. When her voice returned a week later, Maya discovered she'd learned a new language, the most universal one of all. She began accepting only half her old clients, choosing connection over constant translation. She started teaching Silent Saturdays, workshops where people communicated without words, discovering how much they'd been missing while focused on finding the right thing to say. Years later, diplomats still sought her voice for the most crucial negotiations, but Maya's greatest translations now happened in the spaces between words, teaching others that sometimes the most important conversations happen when we stop trying so hard to be understood. We spend so much energy finding the right words that we forget the power of the right silence. Sometimes the most profound communication happens not when we speak the same language, but when we remember we don't need to speak at all.